Thank you so much for joining us here at the First Alert Desk on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Maria Moreau. We like to do this thing at the top of every hour called Catch Up Quick, where we catch you up on the latest stories making headlines in and around Metro Atlanta. And we got a bit of a Christmas addition to that segment, followed by a weather report you'll want to stick around for. So taking a look outside, you can see it's a rather wet Christmas Day. We'll have meteorologist Courtney Giacobazzi explain what's going on and give you a look at the week ahead. I know a lot of us are still on holiday mode and not thinking about work tomorrow, but it's going to come and you're going to want to be prepared for how you're going to commute to work come Tuesday. All right, let's start with our top story here. I'm going to take you to our Atlanta News First website. It's looking a little black here. Let me back up to the main page of our website so you can see this better. 16 people had a frightening start to their Christmas after a fire ripped through the Balfour Chastain Apartments. That's in Sandy Springs. Now, when fire crews arrived, they reported heavy smoke and flames in the area that was billowing out of the second story. This is happening again along Roswell Road. The road leading up to Mystique Place was temporarily shut down while firefighter efforts were underway. In total, 16 people were displaced. The Red Cross is assisting those affected residents. Our Rachel Aragon is going to have a report for you during our Atlanta News First newscast at 4:30. Make sure you check that out. All right, moving on to some other stories that we saw here. This one we brought to you yesterday involving a water main break that impacted quite a few homes in the in the Buckhead area. 2 water main breaks left multiple apartment complexes without water. Now 8 complexes, 10 homes, and 7 hydrants were without water Christmas Eve. That problem continuing for at least 1 water main into today. The Department of Watershed Management saying that they had to turn off a 16-inch main to make repairs. Now, repair work continues for at least one of those water mains. We'll let you know when those repairs are complete. All right, this is probably one of my favorite things to talk about. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you do so. We're talking about the magic of lights, and it's a fantastic opportunity to get into the holiday spirit, and you don't even have to leave your car. You still have a chance to visit this spectacular holiday drive-through show. It's in Woodstock. The light display stretches for more than a mile at Dixie Motor Speedway in Woodstock. You can pile the entire family into one car, and it'll count as one ticket, so saving you a little bit of money. Now that drive-through will take you through displays of life-size dinosaurs, monster trucks, and even a sparkling holiday Barbie. There's something for everyone at Magic of Lights, and it is open every single night from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock, including today. And if you purchase your tickets online in advance via AtlantaNewsFirst.com, we'll even give you a little bit of a discount. I actually went the other day with a good friend of mine, and it was a blast. If you know me well, you know that I love these types of things, especially having an opportunity to take your kids or maybe your dog like I did. It's just such a treat and a fantastic way to get into the holiday spirit. I mean, just take a look at that. All right, moving on. A lot of you have opened your gifts by now, hopefully. Your bellies are full, your hearts are full, a lot of holiday cheer going around. So my question to you is, as you're thinking about that, how much would you say you love Christmas? Well, for one woman, she loves it so much that she has up to 50 Christmas trees in her home, and she proudly calls herself the Crazy Tree Lady. Check this out.
Right? The name fits. It's crazy.
It's that time of year when people decorate with lights and trees and bows. But there's one woman who's known for going above and beyond and bringing that magic home.
Because you have to be crazy to have all these trees, right?
Her home is filled with 50 uniquely decorated trees.
Last year I did 42, so I got some of those sales, so now I have 50.
And is open to friends and family, a joy for all to see.
So this has been a 21-year process.
Shasta says she does all of this for fun. The glow of Christmas lights in her home resembling a warm sun.
I do shop after the season is over, and whatever's there is 75% off, 90% off. It becomes mine.
Christmas magic doesn't just have to be for the littles. The adults will find joy too. All it takes is a little creativity, and the magic is yours too.
It brings me joy and happiness. Like, I really enjoy it because each one is a thought process, because each one is totally different. So it just stretches my imagination and my creativity to see how far I can push it. So it's been a long process to get them all up. That's why they're going to stay up till March.
In Buford, Sawyer Bussey.
I'm just leaving my shoot, and there is one Christmas tree I forgot to count. It's on top of Shasta's car.
Atlanta News First.
I just love sharing that story. That's something that we first showed you on Atlanta News First if you were with us on air. There's also an article you can check out online that just has more pictures that you can view. Such a great way to get into the holiday spirit, you know, for her, taking it a little bit further by bringing that magic to life in the form of those decorative trees. A lot of you also have trees around your home, and that brings up the recycling, throwing away question, right? Come January, a lot of people are going to be getting rid of boxes, trees, all kinds of Christmas decor that they're just not going to need until the new year. Hopefully you're putting some of that away in storage, but if you do need to get rid of it, we have some recycling tips for you. So let's go over them here, shall we? If you have some presents that will need to be discarded, some boxes, gift wrap, all of that, please know the smart ways that you'll want to recycle. For example, bows and ribbons are not recyclable, and they should be reused if possible. Wrapping paper is recyclable, but not all of it. Make sure you look closely at the type of wrapping paper that you have. Anything that has a cord, lighted trees, or ornaments need to go to a recycle collection center and not placed inside your home recycle bin. And another tip, keep items loose. Most recyclers do not want recycling items in plastic bags that they then have to break open and dispose of the bag. And also break down cardboard boxes and remove the tape. That makes it so much easier to take care of it when it does make it to the recycling center. Now, another tip for all of you that are possibly hitting the road today, hopefully you're already at your destination having a good time, but you do still probably have to make that commute home. Now the AAA is giving holiday enjoyers a tow-to-go service. Say that 5 times fast. Tow-to-go service is available throughout the holidays. If you have had maybe too much to drink or you just need a safe way to get home, you can call AAA to get a truck to pick you up and your car and take you to a safe location as long as it's within 10 miles. Now, AAA says that this should be a last resort because its crew is very busy helping hundreds and thousands of drivers during the holidays. It's a busy time for a lot of folks, but Tow-to-Go does run through January 2nd, and they are here to help, so make sure that if this is something you might need, maybe a loved one needs, take advantage of this. We'll have a link for you on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com. All right, we were talking about the weather a little earlier here, and it is looking like a rather wet Christmas. I'm wondering if this is going to continue throughout the week. I have meteorologist Courtney Jacobazi here to explain your weekday forecast.
Yeah, thanks so much, Maria. Thankfully, the rain not going to stick around for us too long, but it is going to stick around for Christmas, so not the most beautiful Christmas. I know a lot of us were hoping for maybe a white Christmas. Well, we got a rainy one instead, but hey, it's okay. I think it just makes the holiday a little bit cozy. So if you are making your way out and about for dinner with family and friends, or you are starting to really get all your stuff back together after opening presents this morning, personally, I love a good rainy Christmas where you could just be lazy and watch Christmas movies and drink hot chocolate all afternoon. That's just makes it a little more cozy for Christmas. But nonetheless, if you do have to travel, it's obviously going to be a little bit of a nuisance today. I'm First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazi, and because of the rain, we do have a first alert today. Just giving you that heads up that it is going to overall be a really rainy holiday. We already had a batch of rain this morning, and now we're waiting on another, which I'll show you on First Alert radar in just a minute. But as you can see, the graphic over to my right there, we do have a rainy day ahead. By 2 o'clock, about a 90% coverage of rain, and then the rain coverage will start to taper as we head through the evening, especially after sunset. Everything will kind of start to drift east. So our easternmost counties, from places like Towns down to Athens-Clarke County, Oconee County, down to Putnam County, you'll get the last batch of rain through the day today. And notice temperatures are pretty much going to stick near 60 through the afternoon. So overall, a little bit chilly as well. Now here's a look at First Alert radar. It is is a rainy day out there, and the heavy rain starting to push in from West Georgia. This is all along a warm front, so that's why temperatures are going to stay fairly mild for this time of year. And the rain really heavy, especially if you are east or west of the city, from Calhoun to Rome. It looks like some heavy rain moving into parts of Bartow County as well right now, and that will continue to kind of drift slowly off to the east throughout the afternoon and give us just a really rainy holiday. Let's time it out with First Alert Futurecast here. If you have any dinner plans, maybe you're headed to family and friends' house this afternoon around 4 o'clock, just expect that rain to be fairly widespread. It could be heavy at times as well, and then everything will start to taper as we head past sunset. So by 8, 9 o'clock, a lot of the rain will be east of the city, so maybe you're headed out to go see some Christmas lights a little bit later tonight. Rain is definitely still going to be out there, and it's still going to be damp even if it's not physically raining over you. So overall, not the best looking night, but if you wanted to go check out some Christmas lights, maybe a drive-through option like the one up in Woodstock would be a good idea for you. As we head into the overnight hours, again, as I mentioned, from Towns down to Athens, Towns County down into Clark County, into Putnam County, the rain will exit your area last. So if you're a very early commuter around 4 or 5 a.m., rain will still be possible well east of the city, but then notice by 7 o'clock for everyone headed back out the door tomorrow morning, most of that rain will be out. However, as the rain moves out, we'll still be cloudy and we'll still have some moisture trapped in the atmosphere. So with the rain moving out and that moisture still sticking around with temperatures cooling, we could have some patchy fog tomorrow morning. No dense fog advisory in the forecast right now, but we'll keep an eye on that if any of that fog does become very dense. But some patchy fog will be possible tomorrow morning, but thankfully the rain should be done. And then Tuesday as a whole looks fairly cloudy, but thankfully dry. I do want to note through 3 o'clock, so for the next few hours, we do have a wind advisory for our far northern counties. So from Towns to Hall and points westward, we do have a wind advisory. That's the counties highlighted in that beige color there. 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. I'm sure if you were watching from up there, any of those counties highlighted from LJ, it looks like all the way close to Chattooga County. We do have, you've probably noticed the wind really pick up. Wind gusts upwards of 40 to 45 miles per hour will be possible. Notice you see as we take you through the Futurecast with wind gusts here, the really deep purple color, almost black color. That could indicate, again, wind gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour. Generally, will be in the 15 to 25 mile per hour range when it comes to wind gusts through the afternoon across all of Metro. But again, far north Georgia, up in the mountains, places like LJ, Clayton, Blue Ridge, you could experience gusts upwards of 30 to 40, and then that will start to die down through the evening, but still will be pretty breezy tonight. Pair that with the rain, that could cause problems with things like trees, maybe your Christmas decorations out in the front yard, so just something to be mindful of. Definitely a little bit of a nuisance with the wind up there today. Now, as we head into midweek, we'll stay dry again Tuesday. We'll be fairly mild the next couple of days, but midweek we'll have another cold front move through. Now, this isn't going to bring us any rain, but it is going to cool us down in a really big way as we head towards the end of the week. So here's a look at your overnight lows. As you're headed out for work, and well, not school, the kids are out of school this week, I believe. As you head out to work tomorrow, temperatures will be in the mid-50s, so maybe just a light jacket. And then notice temperatures will start to drop day by day as that cold front moves in midweek, and it looks like we'll all be in the 30s by Friday morning. In the weekend, we'll wake up in the upper 20s to low 30s on Saturday, and even Sunday, same thing. So very cold air on the way. Have those coats on standby because you are going to need them by the end of the week. And then as we head into the next 6 days, your high temperatures also going to drop. Look, we're only going to top out in the 40s on Thursday and Friday. I do want to note Friday we could have some lingering moisture behind our front, the parent low pressure system of that whole weather system that's going to bring us the cold. We could have some wraparound moisture linger into Friday that could offer the mountains maybe a few flurries. So we'll keep an eye on that because that's always fun this time of year to see that. So we'll be watching that carefully for you. Of course, not a huge concern. Nothing's necessarily going to stick, but it's always fun to see a little bit of winter weather this time of year. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. Here's a look at your First Alert 7-day forecast. So we do have that first alert today for the rainy day. Again, rain will be most widespread through the next several hours. It'll taper after sunset. We'll be mainly dry by tomorrow morning. Could have some patchy fog tomorrow morning. Low 60s both today and tomorrow. Mostly sunny by Wednesday, so the sunshine returns. After a fairly cloudy day Tuesday, we'll have lots of sunshine by Wednesday. And then the cold air really filters in Thursday and Friday with highs only in the low 40s for Friday and morning in the 30s. And then the weekend looks cold as well. with overnight lows in the 30s and upper 20s, and then highs in the low 50s. But thankfully, we'll have a lot of sunshine over the weekend. That's something I think we can all get behind. So that's your forecast. Again, expect a rainy day today. I will say, driving into work today, the roads were definitely wet, so keep that in mind. Pair that with the wind. It just makes things a little tougher to drive, so just be really, really careful. Not a lot of people out on the road right now, but if you are one of the few that are traveling today for the holiday, just keep in mind you'll want to take it easy on the roads as they are a little bit on the wet side. Thankfully, we will dry out by tomorrow. All right, everyone, we sure appreciate you spending some time with us today, taking time out of your day for your holiday. Hopefully, this holiday season has been wonderful to you and your family, and we hope you make it a great day despite the rain. We'll catch you here next time.